We just saw one example right there. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
And off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
From the 29, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
4 yards on the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Miami.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Ties the game at 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, they'll throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And some room to maneuver.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And now it's second down.
Leads to second.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He's going to field this at the 4. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He was tackled.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Third down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up fourth down. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brugge Hill on the tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Their 48-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Dave. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
1st and goal, Miami.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point.
Jason
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
The score, Dolphins 14, Ravens 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Jackson's pass.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It's now second.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
53 is the mark. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Let's go.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Jackson will throw again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically,
and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
1st down, Dolphins.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Miami.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, that is incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Ravens 16.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he returns this to the 22.
Keith Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Forced out to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Miami.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Makes the score.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Now the 2nd down throw on target. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 24.
To throw again is Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Check 55 tonight. Defense wins championships, man.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Complete.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that is incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And all the way up to the 49.
A gain of 46
It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 46 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this game win streak, very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Being chased out left. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now Jackson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Ravens 24. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Flushed out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
In the end zone.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
So when